live in a really fast-paced world where we are expected to perform, achieve, show up in particular ways. And we're finding less and less spaces where we can simply be ourselves. 3 years ago, I set out to build a business. And 3 years later, I find myself sitting in front of Rose, which is the latest iteration of our product. And it couldn't look any different than how we started.
We're kind of in this tangible, physical space that is finally no longer in our heads.
The rose is named after La Rose des Vents in French, which is the compass rose. It's also a symbolism for purpose, for beauty, and for reality. And so Rose is representative of a space where maybe you just need a moment to reorient yourself.
The official kickoff of Rose was the retreat that we all went on. It was literally the team in a house in Oregon off the coast. And that was this bonding experience that is so hard to describe.
I think there are just very few moments in life where I felt what I felt at that retreat, which was harmony. Not only from a set of people that really wanted to be there, but also that were willing to solve a common problem that was far bigger than themselves.
It felt like we were a team.
So the retreat became the launch off for how do we bring this tool to more people. And it was so magical to see the choreography of work literally unfolding in front of us.
The trust and the communication happened immediately, and we were able to be like, we're gonna build Rose, and this is how we're gonna do it. It was just like, okay, go.
What needs to happen? Who can do what? How can we do that within the next 6 months? It was just this moment of feeling like we were just going downriver and letting the current of the objective take us where we needed to go. Coming out of the retreat, it became clear that there were a couple things we really needed to focus on with Rose. We needed a new design.
I've never designed anything like this before, and that excites me so much. All I can do is offer the experience that I do have in creating that intimacy and trusting in everyone else to realize something that'll be really special.
Something else that we knew we needed to improve was iterating on our audiovisual systems to make it even more immersive.
I had an immense amount of audio to compose for this unit. We went from 20-minute compositions to hour-long. This time, it's really more about getting surgical with those moments that really resonate with our guests. So I started to kind of ask specific questions around wavelength and frequency and use those as the first building blocks for Project Rose.
We really want to create this space where someone can simply come in and just feel like all the obligations of the world melt away.
The guest has to feel like they're not dealing with software. They're gonna be able to check into a voyage, and it has to communicate from your phone all the way to Rose, unlock the door, turn on the sound, and it has to be seamless. You're trying to figure that out from scratch.
So you can pull up our user interface on the web app and select the time that you'd like to come to Rose, pick the audiovisual experience that you desire to see, and just show up.
So when you approach Rose, you're going to see this fairly modest sized house. It's meant to feel like, this is a place that I can be. You proceed up the ramp, and immediately there's this sense of enclosure. And you walk in, and it's a theatrical moment.
We have designed this thing called the waiting room. Quite literally, when you walk in, it should feel pretty neutral. It should feel like walking into something that is alive. That'll be accompanied by different light combinations with sounds. And hopefully these will allow for sensory experiences that are enjoyable, experiences that are reflective.
And letting yourself go where you need to go in your mind. Feel whatever you have to feel.
I am really confident that it is going to be something that most people haven't really experienced before. There's a lot of really talented people working on this, and that's become more and more clear the closer this gets to completion.
And it's just amazing to see all of the coordination like coming in between the hardware to the software to the sound and the video. This project is a very humble project. Its core goal is to just help other people out.
This is for someone to have in their life to hopefully do something as big as create perspective about themselves on.
There is like zero other motivation.
Period. Full stop.
When we talk about the why, we're living it, like in real time. We put all that energy into achieving this moment.
If I give this my all that I'm putting in, that energy, has a chance to now be absorbed by somebody else.
It's an extension to how we want the world to show up for themselves.
That first moment where every person experiences this for the first time, I cannot wait for that to happen.
It would be such a treat to know that they were able to get out of themselves, get out of their heads, and really imagine something that felt real to them, felt safe and secure.
I'm excited for people to go in, and then I want to hear about what's going to make it better. We're going to keep improving, and we're going to keep driving towards something people have never seen before.
I'm wrapping up this project still hungry and still determined to take it a step further.
There's no such thing as perfection. But that's what makes it fun and motivating, is to uncover something new every time of like, yeah, like that got us closer.
Our mission stays the same. At the end of the day, we believe that better is possible. And at B612, we seek better. We want better, and that's what we're building here together.